early part of the game, they're going to struggle in overtime. So it's a bit of a gamble in that respect. You want to get it over quickly if you're going to be running the close quarter brawlers.
That's true. Well, it's all about building a comp that you know can work against what your opponents are going to be running. If you expect to see them trying to play into late overtime, that definitely can be a signal that you've got to hit hard and fast. But we're moving to the first round now. Beto makes a charge in, shoots! The goal is no good. Defense by Blue will hold up. Adino getting pummeled by a triple play here. Blue going to take the ball and will move back to counterattack.
Yep, early aggression from before Esports, but the counter aggression here from Blue. A great ball from Duncan. It's going to put them in a great spot potentially here. Emric moving in as well, does have his super. Duncan's just earned his. This is terrible for before Esports, and look at this pinch coming in. It is looking gnarly, Woody, but the hill from Tufa might be able to keep Adino aside a little longer, but the missed super.
Oh my goodness!
In.
Adino slamming down his hammer left and right. Poco's da capo is keeping him topped off, but even with that big, heavy brute out in front, a goal by Emric. Well done to Blue, grabbing the first score and taking the lead here in this Brawl game.
Yeah, but Blue do have a pretty strong brawler comp, I would say. Oh, but look at this, B2 shut down at the last minute by Filipino. Wow, that was crazy close here. I do like the comp, though. Sandy Ems is working out well for them. We might see a goal from them in just a few seconds if they continue this aggression, maybe.
Blue have been playing lots of Sandy in this match so far, and choosing that Rude Sands gives them plenty of damage to output. Well done pushing into B4 Esports once again, knocking down the swings in. That typically requires adding in a healer to the comp as well. That time we saw Poco, but that big of a commitment in a game like this just was not going to work out for them. They weren't able to dish out enough damage. Blue bringing in those long-range brawlers took the day, but it's game number 2 now, and it's all back on even 0-0 set game score here. So let's see which team will be able to grab the ball first.
I gotta say, I like before Esports' changes here. I think that B is very viable on this map. Her gadget can be used behind the wall successfully, but a great early push from Blue, which might result into a double Tufa with the gadget. Does shoot back. Emric just long enough to save the goal from going in there. Wow, great defensive plays from before Esports, but early pressure from Blue.
What I saw there was a shot from Emric and an instantaneous gadget use right afterwards to push Tufa back, and it was only because Adino was right there in just the right position to grab that ball that denied a goal to Blue. They made a great offensive play there and aren't going to be regretting it at all as they make their way back to defend now. It looks like they've got the squeeze on Beto over there on the right side and trying to prevent this attack over on the left. Tufa and Adino using that long range to try to push up and grab the ball again, but Blue pushing back even harder. It's going to be another advantage for the team already in the lead.
Yeah, it's worth counting, actually, the use of those gadgets. Yes, it stopped the goal, but that does mean now that Tufa has one less gadget to use in a defensive position, and these players will be counting that as well as they go, so that they will know when the gadgets are all exacerbated. But here we see as well, before Esports, but pretty good clearance there. They're starting to get their momentum when it comes to their defense. It's a great pull as well. It's going to shut down their complete team.
Wow.
It's been devastating for Blue.
Hot off of a super from Beto. That is going to be a big opportunity for B4 Esports to strike back, hidden in those sandy clouds. They have made their way up to the top, trying to attack into Blue once again, but probably won't get a chance to take that shot before overtime. It looks like they're going to be pushed back once again. Duncan grabs the ball and sends it into the middle field. And once again, this push from Blue is just enough to deny B4 Esports any access to their goal. What can B4 Esports do with this comp to get back in the game, Art?
They're going to hold it for 20 seconds because then in 20 seconds time, B is going to be popping off for before Esports. It's a great position if they can hold.
Oh, a pull!
They might even wrap it up early before if they can get this shot, but I think they'll choose to be defensive here. And just by their time, they've got a great position leading into overtime. Placing the ball there is a good, wise decision. And this is putting Blue under a lot of pressure as we go into overtime.
Adino and Tufa firing away at that left side. Adino without any boxes to block his shots now. Hasn't been able to hit Filipino, though. A lot of pressure coming in from Sandy over there on the left side, and you got to keep an eye on Duncan as well. Adino is just not landing any shots. A missed super from Tufa. Huge opportunity for Blue. They shoot. The miss. Caught by Adino and sent to the corner, but is that going to be enough to deny? Duncan, he's moving over to the ball, and it's good. Defense from B4 Esports will barely hold up, and they'll be counterattacking now, Ark.
This is unfortunate for Dino for missing those shots, but now a great position. If he can just capitalize here in these final 20 seconds, then we might see still a goal from before Esports, but Blue are holding on. They are holding on. They just narrowly missed out on that goal, which Adino did save, but here, he's got super, but he's used it to shoot the team. I think I would have gone for the shot and goal, but it might still happen. Beto hit a great position.
Here it is! Beto with the ball! He shoots! He scores! In the last 2 seconds, B4 Esports have the equalizer for this set. 1-1. All right, well, we're hopping into game number 3 right now. The tiebreaker is up, and it looks like a similar setup from Blue and B4 Esports. Both of them are going to be running B, Gene, and Sandy. So it's a mirror match for the tiebreaker. Which team will pull ahead in the match overall? Only one more game to find out.
Yeah, I like the B pick here. I think that's wise. I think that's going to help a lot for Blue here to do something about this. Does get a takedown, however, on before Esports, but the positioning here is good. I think that will allow the respawn to take place and for before Esports to regain control and positioning here. And here we see as well, yeah, Beta coming back, and great to see Sandy being played more. Actually, we did see a couple of nerfs to Sandy and kind of like shift away from the meta, but now
the pull!
Great pull from Tufa. That was really, really accurately placed there.
Grabs Duncan with a mighty get over here, pulls him straight into the fire, knocking him down, and that's going to give an opportunity for B4 Esports to push. Unfortunately, though, they lose their Sandy over on the right side, and a counter pull now from Duncan, taking down Adino. That's going to be another chance for Blue Esports to make the charge back in, firing the ball away, not willing to commit that attack. Beto was firing plenty of shots, and he knew that Tufa was on the edge as well. Tufa with a beautiful pull, almost able to take down Emmerich, but not just quite. Takes another shot, but out of range now.
Yeah, great defensive plays from before Esports. I like Tufa's accuracy today, hitting every pull as he does so there again. But for me, I've got to say, I like Beto's use of the Sandy super. I think many people underestimate how powerful that can be on defense, because it does place your opponents into a position where they're not really sure where you might lie in wait. And that's what we saw Blue. A good revival from Duncan. Both of these Gene players are hitting their shots today and bringing that to the table.
Duncan pulling out the Eye of Thundera to gain sight beyond sight. Despite that Sandy super set up by Beto, was able to predict exactly where he was going to be at, gets the pull and the finishing blow. But it's still a 0-0 scoreline for both of these teams now, unable to get the ball past that goal line. They're pushing hard up into the top side now, where Blue is going to be on defense in this power play opportunity for B4 Esports, setting up as best they can, but unable to push back. Filipino playing beautiful defense and now using his gadget to top off.
Yeah, we're going to look like we're going to be going into overtime, but it's definitely Blue. They've got the positioning here over before Esports, and this could be crucial with the box. It's about to be going down. The ball's passed to Duncan because he has super, but he does go down, leaving Emmerich alone.
The shot!
Is he going to... No, the save before Esports save it off the line, and they're going to be going on the counter push.
Great job there to Blue Esports. They made the most of that situation, but couldn't quite get it past the finishing line. They're going to be continuing to push up, and with a beautiful pull, Duncan's going to grab Beto and give a power play opportunity for Blue. An aggressive play from B4 Esports, tossing the ball over onto their opponent's side of the map, but that's going to be a big chance now for Blue to make this counterattack happen once again. Can they deliver the finishing blow that they lost out on last time? The shot is deflected, caught by Tufa, sent back, but it's not going to be enough. Adino defeated, a total team wipe, and the BM sitting right on the goal line before they walk it across for the victory.